Greetings everyone through here. Today we're going to go through a demo of some of those tough questions of life that folks will be potentially bringing to AI to get counsel or to get their opinions. And these are questions with not so straightforward answers. Should I go back to school or start a business? Should you climb the corporate ladder or make different career choices? What is the perspective of AI? Assuming you are comfortable bringing these sort of questions to get the perspective of AI. And I think we can all agree that AI is getting to the point where the input and the feedback could be very relevant today. And if you're comfortable with that, how do you go about doing that? That's what we're going to showcase today, leveraging Prevail. Now, if you're new to Prevail, it's essentially an AI harness built not for coding, built for your life. And I'll demonstrate that with a simple illustration here. Well, not so simple because these questions tend to be nuanced. Should I go back to school to get an MBA or start a business? There's a lot of context. There's a lot of nuance. If I take a prompt like this and throw it into ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, I could get completely different answers depending on who is asking, the time of day, without your own context. So how do we bring that context to this to illustrate that? So I'm going to go in my screen and we will use move things around. We will use CMUX. I have Claude loaded, Codex, and Anti-Gravity, just to show that the models themselves are not as relevant as the context and the harness you build around them. Once you have that infrastructure, you could use any model, any tool, any CLI, and you will be fine. So let's go in. Here, I'll do Prevail counsel. You might not be familiar with this. And the prompt goes in. Should I go back to school and get an MBA or not? I'll go through the prompts, then I'll explain what's going on. Now, next one, I'll copy this prompt, which is a little bit nuanced. And let's go to Codex. Again, the models themselves or the approach, the CLI doesn't matter as much as the context behind the scenes. So I'll do Prevail counsel, and I'll explain why we're doing Prevail counsel here and fire off that prompt. Next, I'll go over to, I think we'll find with career. Let's go to wealth. You might have a wealth question. Now, while this is going, I'll go now to Anti-Gravity. Let's do Prevail counsel and throw in that question. Should I optimize for that? Now, as this is running, I'm going to explain what's going on here because I think it might be clearer from a Codex perspective. So with Codex, you can see it has access to the different domains of life. It's leveraging that. It's calling the counsel, and somehow it detected that based on this question, this is a career-related question, so it's looking at the career domain for the context, and that prompt is working in there. Same thing with Claude. It's going through his thing. I think Claude tends to not be clear with his steps of what's going on, but the results will be pretty illustrative when it comes back. And then same thing with Anti-Gravity, which is previously the Gemini CLI, is going through its work. Now, as this goes through, what I'm going to come back is, this is a question that most folks might ask in their favorite CLI and never remember what was asked or what results they came back or actions they should take on this as a follow-up. Like, why? Why should I be asking this question? What is the intent behind this question? And this is something that gets missed. So I'll pause here for a second. Let this, I think usually it takes a few seconds for this to work its magic. We'll review the results together. Then I'll talk about why this is so important. All right, so all the models came back with results. So let's jump into interpret them. Now, starting with Codex, at the very bottom here, it says, based on a prompt, a singular prompt into Codex. I think if you come into Codex GPT 5.5, you throw that in with a simple prefix here, Prevail counsel. It takes that, it fans that out. Now we're getting, I think, what was the question we started with? Should I spend the next 2 years traveling aggressively while I have freedom, or stay rooted and compound career, relationships, investments, and so on? Now, there's a lot of context in here. Well, What is the background about traveling? What about career? What kind of career is this? What about the relationships? What does it know about me to give you a relevant answer to this? And this is why having that infrastructure in place makes these types of questions possible. Now, whether you do it with Codex or you do it with an open source model, again, the model themselves really don't matter as much as the context. So that's the question. In this particular scenario, it calls the console because there's an MCP setup in here. It identifies the domain, it sends the prompt, and that console, essentially a console in Prevail, finds that out across several different models. And this is what's happening in here. Once we have that, it comes back with a result. So the Prevail console says the verdict is stay rooted as your base, but build aggressive rules towards travel into the next few years. Why? And it goes in Claude. This is, again, I'm in Codex, but guess what? Claude's opinion is counting. So Claude says XYZ. Anti-Gravity, again, I'm in Codex, but Anti-Gravity, I'm in GPT 5.5, and I'm getting the opinion of Anti-Gravity, says XYZ. There was some disagreement with this, and then it came out with a plan. And this is where a plan for you to act on. But guess what? It did not stop in there. It says, hey, I logged the decision under your career domain because a prompt was set up in here. If you just wake up in the morning, you turn on Codex, you throw in a prompt or two, it identifies that and it's logging something within your career domain so that my next prompt or my next conversation, it will be more intelligent. So that is from the Codex perspective. Let's go to Anti-Gravity AGY. Now, Anti-Gravity had a little bit of a different question. The question here was, should I optimize for wealth, optimize my wealth for maximum net worth or, well, maximum cash flow or maximum freedom? And which one would I regret neglecting the most? So essentially a vague question, a lot of nuance. It needs the context. What is the net worth? What is the cash flow? What does it know about me? Again, this is just synthetic data, by the way, for if you're wondering. Now, simply by putting that prompt, it again finds that out. It's looking at code. I think Claude somehow errored out here. Codex did error. Hermes, Pi. It actually reached out to a different set of agents. Olama actually was involved. Anti-Gravity came back with the results. But not only did it come back with a result, it's looking at the state, it's looking at the intent, it's looking at previous decisions that we made. And it will summarize that. And I'm just going fast here without reading everything. You can always pause and read. It talks about cash flow. It understands the state. It understands that this individual, this is a synthetic data set, has a rental property in Phoenix, Arizona, with a low mortgage rate, and so on and so forth. And you can go down, evaluating 3 parts and making a recommendation. And once the recommendation is made, I think the chair here across all the different models was Anti-Gravity. It summarized that, and those decisions are logged in the right domain. And so the wealth domain now has an idea of those decisions that we made and logged. So again, it doesn't matter. You saw the same behavior from Codex. You've seen the same behavior from Anti-Gravity. And if I go over to Claude Code, you're going to see the same behavior. Yeah, the question is a little bit different. Prevail counsel, should I go to school to get an MBA? This is just a very generic question. Or start a business? Recommend one. In this case, it says the verdict was between MBA versus this. It went on. I think some of the council members did not respond. And a lot of this happens when the runtime isn't available. But you have access to Codex, Anti-Gravity, OpenCode, Hermes, Pi, Olama, you name it, available at your fingertips to take part in this question. And it analyzes that, and it comes back with, it says, because a lot of the council members weren't as solid, it actually was recommending to rerun this to get a better result. But it still came back with a result. Pick an MBA if it's true, or XYZ, and it says don't quit yet, run a 90-day plan, and something worth considering if I thought this was a real question you were struggling with. Now, this is to illustrate how from the CLI, which it doesn't matter what CLI you use, if you have a question like this and you're answering the knowledge compounds, because you're not just getting the answer from one model. It doesn't matter what OpenAI does or Claude or who is going to win the race with the best AI model. You can get the opinion of all of them. And it doesn't matter if you want to use a different UI. If you don't like Codex in their UI, you prefer something else, you prefer Hermes agent, just put it in Hermes and you have access to this. The important aspect is what happened at the end. The fact that it's not just answering the questions, it's learning from those questions, is logging that into your domains, and you can pick up from there. It compounds. Now, those who prefer the desktop apps or Codex app or Claude desktop app, the same experience will work in there. Use your favorite apps. I think folks are just getting or debating the wrong question. Or is this app good or is that app good? It doesn't matter. The question is, do you have the infrastructure to support your context? Now, I get it. Most folks might not be inclined to use a CLI. I think a fair amount of my audience are not technical. They want a UI, and which is why we have the Prevail UI. If I can go over to the Prevail desktop. So if coming to the desktop, if you haven't, go ahead, download it. Link is in the description below. What I will showcase here is the domains we were talking with all are available within here. Now, what I want to showcase is if you go over to settings and you go down to intents, and everything we see here is going to be illustrative. What do you see from this view? I'm going to pause here for a second. What do you see from this view if you're following along? Now, you can see that those questions, I was simply asking questions in the CLI in a completely different interface. But right here, I'm seeing that, there is an intent about making a career move between maybe an MBA or starting a company. And it came from Claude, Codex, and Anti-Gravity, because all of them were asking that question. There is an intent in here for wealth optimization, or there is an intent in here for travel and freedom. How many times do you go into, if I switch back here for 1 second, for those who debate if Codex or Claude or Hermes or Pi is a good agent, how many times do you spend hours and hours prompting, just throwing in your consciousness, your stream of consciousness into these tools, but not taking a step back to say, but what am I trying to achieve? What is my ultimate intention? This solves for that. So now, by monitoring what's going on behind the scenes, you have a single pane to see the intentions. And not only do you see the intentions, you can see the raw prompt. Like if I go below here, you're seeing the raw prompt that came through from Claude Code. The ones that came through from, I think I have it filtered out, the ones that came through from Codex, the ones that came through from Anti-Gravity, all those raw prompts are captured. It's yours. It belongs to you. It doesn't belong to the Claude folks. It doesn't belong to Google. It doesn't belong to, you name it, Codex or OpenAI. This belongs to you. And as you, again, regardless of the software you use, if you capture those prompts and have it, those are all saved. Those intents, what you're trying to achieve, and I'll pick one here as an example, because there was a question around allocation. Now you have an intent. It's recommending next steps on the actions you should potentially take, and you can turn this into task. You can say now, maybe I should, let's see, I can turn this into a task. Because Prevail could surface some actions for you. So now you have a task to go work on. Let's see, map prior decision log entries over time and show whether hybrid choice is anchoring XYZ. I can turn that into a task. And this is how you go from just simply chatting with AI back and forth. Let's see this one. Flag reversibility, XYZ, turn that into a task. So this is how you go from just talking to AI without any context that compounds over time into having a machine, an ecosystem where regardless of what interface you're touching, regardless of what surface you prefer, the AI will continue learning and working for you. This is what intentions is all about, and capturing it regardless of the surface. Now, if you're curious how this will work, if you come down here to MCPs, once you set up Prevail, go down to MCPs. Very easy to get set up. As a matter of fact, all you have to do, if you're already logging into Claude Code, you're already logging into Gemini or Anti-Gravity CLI or Hermes or Pi, any one of them, if you already have those logged in, what you're going to come in here, I think I have auto cancel on by default. You can do a quick setup where with one click, just with one click, like what I did here, I think it already exists, so it is throwing an error. But with one click, you will have the MCP, the Prevail MCP installed. You don't even have to run a code. Just one click, just click install. It will get that installed for you. Mine is installed. It's just not displaying here correctly. If you use Codecs, get that installed. Anti-Gravity, Gemini, Cursor even, Pi, Hermes, get it installed. If you're more technical and comfortable, you can always go ahead and grab the raw code for the MCP to add into your JSON, your MCP JSON file for Codex, Gemini CLI, VS Code, other studios. Just grab that. Very straightforward and basic to do. I think for most people, the quick setup is that. And then once you have that quick setup, you're also going to want to capture the prompt. So this is what captures the prompt and syncs the prompt. So regardless of the surface you're using, if you prefer Claude Code, go ahead and use Claude Code. You're not going to lose that. If you prefer Codex and your environment, go ahead and use that. But the prompts that are coming in will be captured and synced into your vault. So tomorrow, if you want to use DeepSeek or Llama or Mistral or something else, just point those at your vault, and all of those prompts belongs to you. And I think that's really the spirit. Now, there's a lot I could go through to demo in here, but just wanted to highlight this aspect of being model agnostic, focusing on your ecosystem that learns, truly learns as you go. And the more this learns, if I go over to skills, it will detect the questions I'm asking, figure out what skills are needed, and skills to be getting generated for you. It's truly remarkable. Truly remarkable. Go ahead, check it out. There's a lot in here that I haven't touched in the demo, but hopefully this gives you an idea on what it means to be truly AI ready, so you can prevail with AI. As always, this is through here, building Prevail, helping folks have their harness, not for coding, not for building applications, but the harness around your life and whatever domains make sense and are relevant to you. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Do me a favor, if you've watched to the end and you think there's something here, because I think nobody's doing this, I just end up building this because no one is doing it. If you ask OpenAI, their strategy would be tell you use their tools. If you ask Codex, they'll tell you use their tools. If you ask Antigravity or Gemini, or if you ask Claude, their one strategy is use their tools. My philosophy is no company has a monopoly on innovation. And the way you put yourself in a good position is to be model agnostic, platform agnostic, tool agnostic, with you at the very center of it. And all of that context, regardless of what surface you use, points back to you. And that's what Prevail is all about. Again, show some support, share this. Don't just watch. Go ahead, copy the link, go over, share it with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people that will get value out of it. That will mean a lot. As always, this is Fro. Thank you for watching and sticking to the end. I will see you in the next demo.